This is Talk the Talk with Bill Newman and Buzz Eisenberg on WHMP. You're listening to Talk the Talk with Bill Newman and Buzz Eisenberg, WHMP.
And welcome back to NPR, Northampton Poetry Radio, with our erstwhile poet laureate, Rich Michelson, who wants you to know, and we want you to know, about a very special event coming up. Rich, the microphone's yours.
Thank you. I took off my Brandeis hat. I'm putting on my poetry hat. This coming Saturday, No King's Day, on King Street in Northampton, there is a reading. 3 poets and a play will be happening at Laurel Park Arts, right in Northampton. That is 682 North King Street. I will be reading there, I'm happy to say, along with Nathan McLean, an amazing poet who is also the poetry editor of the Massachusetts Review, Barbara Friend. And after the reading, there will be a play put on, a one-act play by Arthur Miller, acted by Barbara Friend and Paul Powell. And all this is being put on, hosted by Liz Duffy Adams, an amazing playwright who just is coming off her own major success. Liz, welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
How are you? Can you tell us, first of all, congratulations to you. Tell us in 1 minute what your play is and where it was and the amazing reception.
It's a play called Born with Teeth, and it is still running right now on the West End in London in a production by the Royal Shakespeare Company. It's a play about Shakespeare and Marlowe, and I just came back from first seeing the opening, and being in rehearsals and having the opening, and then seeing it a few more times.
So there we go, from Northampton to London.
Yeah, it's been extraordinary. Yeah.
So this Saturday at 7 o'clock at Laurel Park Arts, right here in Northampton. I thank you for inviting me to read. And there's also a play. Tell me a little something. How did this come to be? Is this part of a series, Laurel Park, that you're doing? How are you involved in that?
Well, it is being Laurel Park Arts is technically, officially, Laurel Park Association, but because we have this series of events every year, the sort of nickname is Laurel Park Arts. It started, Laurel Park is this very special little historical neighborhood that began as a Methodist prayer camp in the late 1800s and evolved until now. It's this little historical neighborhood, and it's secular, but we have these common buildings. And every year, Laurel Park Arts puts on a series of cultural, artistic, sometimes spiritual, educational events as part of the deep history of the Chautauqua Circuit that I think a lot of people have heard of from the past. I'm an outgoing co-chair of LPA, but I've lived there for about 6 years, so I've gotten involved. It's just delightful, and no King's Day, so I hope people will do other things during the day, but then join us for the solace and inspiration of the spoken word in the evening.
Where and when is that, please?
So it's Saturday, October
18th.
18th, thank you, 7 p.m. Laurel Park is right off of Route 5, past the state police barracks, and it's in the building called Normal Hall, which is just inside the entrance. There are blue signs guiding visitors around to the parking area.
They call
there'll be a reception afterwards, so with some refreshments.
They call it North King Street, which abbreviated is No Kings.
There you go. That's right. Okay. It's a perfect timing. You worked that out beautifully, Liz, I tell you. We couldn't have better. Yes.
Yeah, very much on purpose. Sure.
I promise I will be reading some No Kings themed poetry and as well with Nathan McLean, my friend, and Barbara Friend, also an area poet. She lives there as well?
Yes. Yes, she's lived in the park for 20 years, much beloved neighbor. And so the impetus for this was let's have a spoken word event, a poetry event, headlining Barbara. And then we reached out and found, we're so honored and excited to have you and Nathan coming to read. Really exciting. And then Barbara and another neighbor, Paul Powell, who was an actor, put together this very short one-act play by Arthur Miller to sort of top the evening off.
Wonderful. And is this is free for people to come, right?
Yes, it's free.
Not-
We accept donations, but not necessary.
Okay, free, and you get afterwards a little something to nosh on. How's
something.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Side
again,
biscuits or something.
3 poets and a play. This is October 18th, this Saturday. No King's Day on North King Street, 682 North King Street in Northampton. I hope people will be there. I thank you, Liz, for joining and inviting me and letting us know about it. So your task is to show up on Saturday. On your way there, stop by your local bookstore and pick up a copy of What Louis Brandeis Knows. Crusader for Social Justice becomes a Supreme Court justice, and we'll talk about all that stuff this Saturday.
Again, at Laurel Park, what time?
7 o'clock, Laurel Park, North King Street.
Free and open to the public.
Free and open to the public.
Thank you both so very much. We really appreciate you being with us. Sounds like a fabulous evening and a great
you so
ending
much.
to No King's Day.
Yay.
Thank you.